The Sniperwolf situation just got worse. How is that possible? I don't even know at this point.
Right now, Sniperwolf is a lot like the aliens on the Buzz Lightyear ride at Disney World, just getting blasted. Every
Okay.
single corner of the internet is coming together to talk about the Sniperwolf situation and the doxing against a fellow YouTuber, Jacksfilms.
True. Who honestly doesn't hate Sniperwolf, right? If you're from 10, 15 years ago back, bruh, you definitely don't like Sniperwolf. Let's be completely real, boys. No one does. Almost.
From the surface to the shadowy underbelly of the internet, everyone is discussing it.
True.
YouTubers, Redditors. If Yahoo Answers still existed, there'd be 50 threads about this by now. I mean, it is everywhere. It's remarkable how big it's become. I'll give you the brief nutshell on it in case you don't.
I don't think it's remarkable. It's Sniperwolf. A lot of people know and hate her. She maybe has 30 mil subscribers, but man, there's a lot more people out there in the world who don't like her than that. Trust me. Wow.
Know what I'm referring to, but I know you do. If you're watching this video right now on the internet, you are at least loosely familiar with who she is and what she just did, because she just broke one of the 10 commandments of being online. She took an internet dispute into the god-forsaken wasteland we call the corporeal dimension, the real world. Wake the fuck up, samurai. Usually internet beef is just served up medium rare online, but she served this beef medium dare you to commit a crime. Man, that shit was lame. But kind of
True.
like Dr. Seuss rhyming that one, actually. Kind of fire.
Okay, so here I need to give out a warning, a slight warning. I don't like Sniperwolf. Never been a fan of her. Pretty much hate her because she's a horrible person in general. But at the same time, while I would be completely okay and probably slightly smile if someone just took an axe to her chrome dome and, then she was a goner. No fuss, no nothing. Honestly, 2 thumbs up. I would give 4, but I can't. Don't have enough arms for that just yet. I would be happy. I don't want to defend her. I'm not really defending her, but I am someone who will go against the flow when the flow says stupid shit. And about the Sniperwolf situation, there's a lot of stupid shit. For example, just now, a lot of people, a lot of creators online, which is understandable that they will say it, because no creator online wants anyone to come to their house, and they want internet beef to stay on the internet, because that's the smart position for them to be. The reality of the situation is, though, there is absolutely no law, no anything in this world that prohibits Sniperwolf to coming over to Jacksfilms' house and saying, let's fucking talk about this situation. There is none. And as far as I can tell from the Sniperwolf video, she wasn't even on his property. I don't think that was even the case. And by the way, her going up to and ringing his doorbell, also not fucking illegal in the slightest. Okay, even if it's private property, that's still legal. Okay, contrary to the internet's belief, if she shows up at Jacksfilms' house and there's not even a fucking fence there, and she rings the doorbell, he doesn't have the God-given authority to him to just open the door, put a shotgun in her mouth, and pull the trigger. He can't. That's not legal. Okay, and that's a lot of people thinking that that's completely illegal. By the way, in that situation, no, you can't randomly just blast absolutely anyone without consequences, even in America, if they are just there ringing your doorbell without being menacing. And her, by the way, saying, "Hey, Jacksfilms, let's talk," is not a threat. And if you honestly think that that's a threat, I don't know what to say. I just don't, okay? I just don't even know what to say if you think that's a threat. And there's gonna be a lot more of that. I mean, I just kind of broadly covered it just now, but man, this discussion is probably gonna go a lot deeper than that. And I will call out situations like this. I will, because that's what I do. If if the flow is in one direction, but the flow is stupid, I'm still gonna call it out. That's just gonna happen. And again, I don't want to defend Sniperwolf. I'm not defending Sniperwolf. I'm just calling out the stupid shit that people are saying because they're clueless.
But what I'm saying is, what started as just Jacksfilms making fun of Sniperwolf for her content and pointing out that what she's doing is bad, escalated into her being so upset about it that she found his address, went to his address, posted it on her Instagram. Not the address per se, but just posted his house on her Instagram, bragging about it, saying, you know, it's time we talk it out like adults. Which, of course, is the furthest thing from talking it out, unless, of course, you're an unhinged lunatic. This is just senseless yapping to try and justify what she did here.
Senseless yapping is still talking out. Here's the thing about the doxing, okay? I'm just gonna likely cover this situation in context what Moist just said here. But, as he said, her showing up to a house, even with her Instagram being live, if she does not say, hey, if she doesn't do this, hey y'all, I'm at Jacksfilms house, address, blah blah blah, region, state, city, postal code, if she doesn't do all of that, that is not doxing. Again, there is nothing illegal with just showing up at someone's house like that. I know, crazy to imagine, but that's just normal. And if from what I saw from her video, I'm not even sure if she even tried to go on his property. She was on the street. And by the way, if you go, but she can't film his house. I'm sorry, if she can't film his house, what about all of those IRL streamers who are just randomly filming things, people, and houses? Should they all be arrested also? No, obviously not. Why doesn't that happen though? Because guess what? It's legal. Because it's legal. She didn't do anything illegal there.
You can't do that. It's borderline criminal. So she posted it.
Just like he said just now, borderline criminal. By the way, that's not even a real statement. Borderline criminal doesn't exist. There's either criminal or not criminal. Borderline criminal is essentially saying, well, it's not criminal by the law, but my feelings say it should be, okay?
5 million of her Instagram followers to see, which of course made Jacksfilms and his wife.
Yeah, this is also a bad fate take. 5 million of her Instagram followers. Okay, let me use this analogy. If a YouTube channel has, let's say, 100 million subscribers, they post a video and only 3 people watch it. Did 3 people watch it or 100 million people watch it? Okay? The fact that Sniperwolf has whatever X just now named followers on Instagram or wherever she streamed doesn't mean that 5 million people saw it. Okay? Seems logical to me.
Feel very unsafe in their home. And since then, she hasn't said anything about it. I think it's only a...
Feeling unsafe is... Also, this is a flat-out lie. I'm gonna call out Jacksfilms right there for saying that he felt unsafe in his house because of that. As a flat-out lie. Because if that's true, why didn't he call the police on her? If you're feeling unsafe, threatened, if she threatened you, if she's gonna bust into your house, if that's honestly what you're feeling, why aren't you calling the cops on her? Why is the first thing that you do in that situation say that you were feeling threatened and now you demand that she needs to be deflatlined pretty much from everywhere on the internet because she does not deserve to be here? Okay? I would call honestly that the equivalent of a girl saying that the odd stuff happened to her by a celebrity, but she goes on Twitter to say that happened not to the police, and it's 20 years old at this point, and she wasn't at that time even in the city, okay? If Jacksfilms really was threatened, why didn't he call the police on her? I mean, if someone showed up at my house, and I thought that, wait a minute, this looks bad, first thing I would do is call the police and then run out the back, okay? I don't know about you, but I would not. The first thing I would do is not just go on the internet and say this person needs to be deplatformed because I didn't feel safe. Okay? Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just crazy for actually, calling the police when I think that someone's threatening me.
Matter of time before she makes an apology video. It's really just an if instead of, nope. The expression is, it's a matter of when instead of if. I think it's inevitable.
I don't know. I don't think Sniperwolf's gonna do that because she's too prideful and stupid. Maybe she will when the things get super heated and it gets worse and worse and worse. But if this is like the maximum verse it's gonna get, nah, Sniperwolf is definitely not gonna apologize.
The only thing that remains to be seen is where it's going to rank on the YouTuber apology tier list. So that's the only question I have left about that. But this is only the beginning of a really bad week for Sniperwolf. She's having a worse week than King Kong fans right now with the release of the worst fucking game of the year, Rise of
that
Kong.
game's gonna be
She
great.
also had a lot of people digging through her catalog of content, and they found something very not good. Very, weird, let's say. I can't show you anything here because I think there is a chance that it's completely against YouTube's terms. It's her encouraging some seemingly underage individuals to do some degenerate acts on video, and the way she encouraged them was almost like a wager you'd see out of a bad Brazzers film. She wagered her
pretty good wager. I know what he's talking about. I would take it. Fuck.
Her tits, saying that if these underage looking individuals did what she asked them to do, she'd show tits.
Nice.
This was a video back in like 2014.
If you wouldn't do it, that's on you, Chief. I would have done it.
Do it, and then one of the kids' moms walks in. It's like very fucking odd, awful shit. And this is just another, alarming thing that Sniperwolf has in the backlog of her lore. As I was rendering this video, people found another seemingly illegal, potentially, piece of content that Sniperwolf has on her channel. In this video, she's talking to strangers on Omegle, and then she meets this girl who says that she's 16.
Oh,
and
wow.
then agrees to show each other their boobs. And the 16-year-old flashes the camera, which Sniperwolf does censor, but that doesn't make it okay. I'm pretty sure that's still illegal.
Oh my god. So something did... Okay, so this is the only illegal thing that's happening here. Wow. But she's gonna be fine. She's a woman.
Legal. You can't just have an underage person being sexual on video and then just say, hey, wait a minute, Buster, it's fine because it's censored. It's like, what the fuck? And the video is still up.
Oh, it's a microphone. Okay.
Right now. And in the whole clip, it's not like there was some, just kidding, not actually 16, actually in my 20s. There was nothing like that. After that happens, Sniperwolf just said that, she's fake like her or whatever, and then disconnects. So, it really seems...
Good try. Oh boy, this is actually bad though. Wow. Dude, why is this only uncovered now? But again, nothing's gonna happen to her. First of all, that would involve tracking this person down. Because, again, if I now claim that I'm 12, I mean, someone has to prove that I'm not 12. No, wait, someone needs to prove that I'm 12 for that actually to be the case. I mean, this is actually bad, and she should be punished for this, like, 100%. But admittedly, it's girl on girl, so who honestly cares? Oh, but it's still... I don't want to hear, but oh, it's not fine when girls do it. Dude, do you think women and men are the same? Do you? Do you think women are the exact same as men? Do you think men are the exact same as women? Are you fine with all these trans athletes and stuff? Are you? No? Well, that means you don't think women and men are the same. And, well, that just means that this is not the same as a man does it. Yeah, if a man does it, well, fuck, I'm not even saying put him in jail. I'm saying just off with his head right there on the spot. If a man does it, off. Even if she's lying about her age, but you still agree that she should sissy, she says she's 16, off with your head. Right there on the spot. But if women does it, it's different. I mean, you can try to pretend it's not different for women, but it is. Everyone in the world thinks it's different for women. The absolute vast majority. This should be illegal. Well, this is 100% most likely illegal if she is 16. But again, she needs to be confirmed that she was 16 at the time of this recording for that to actually be the case. Okay? It is what it is.
It's like she just...
But wait, is it still legal? Sniperwolf still would have problems for this.
had a minor...
Because if she says she's 16 and she kind of looks the part, you know, you still need... It's still going to be illegal. But again, nothing's going to happen to Sniperwolf. Because it's live, baby.
Flash the camera on a YouTube video. It's fucking crazy. Now I'm going to go ahead and mention something I've seen a few comments talking about.
Also, well, yeah, he can't... If I Google this, I won't find this. And by the way, if it's censored... So here's the problem with censoring. This is also the second reason why I don't think anything is going to happen in this situation. Even though this one's really, really bad. And yeah, she should be definitely punished for this. But... Depends on how it's censored. Because if she does it, and there's an actual bra, not illegal. Yeah, I know. It's definitely on the edge. But it's still not illegal. Just showing your bra as a 16-year-old, yeah, pretty sexual, but probably, I'm pretty sure, well, maybe it depends on state to state, but probably most likely not illegal. It is what it is.
To explain what actually happened in this clip here, and I don't know if this is like the Sniperwolf.
But yeah, we should definitely get her for this. If she's actually 16 and she flashed, boys, this is where we ruin Sniperwolf. Yo, this is for what you get her, not Jacksfilms. Jacksfilms can be a sad loser on his own. Bruh, this is where we destroy Sniperwolf. This is the holy grail. Because this is 100% illegal. If she's 16. Well, even if she's not 16 and she says, I'm 16, and Sniperwolf's like, yeah, don't care, still show me the goods, baby doll. Still illegal, because that is soliciting a minor even though it's not actually a minor. So this is where we destroy Sniperwolf. This is where we actually get her. This is crazy.
Defense Squadron operating under DEFCON protocol, so they're in full force trying to figure out any way of explaining this really...
Find the girl, and well, just move on from there. Because it doesn't matter if she's 18. If she says 16 and Sniperwolf's like, yeah, let's fucking go anyway. Illegal! And most likely doesn't have a statute of limitations. I'm not sure about that part, though. Maybe there is a statute of limitations, in which case... Well, once again, nothing can be done. But this is... We actually have a chance to destroy Sniperwolf's life. This is amazing.
Awful shit.
This is amazing.
But I'm going to go ahead and share this anyway, just to be complete with the subject. There's some people saying that wasn't actually a 16-year-old, it was a bot that was just spamming the chat, and Sniperwolf was, like, reacting to it, knowing it was a bot, knowing it wasn't an actual 16-year-old, and that the person, the girl in the video clip, was just a, like, cam model or something that's supposed to drive people to some kind of cam site. I don't know enough about Omegle to know if that's something that happens, but regardless, this is still an extremely concerning clip. But
why do you have to say that? Okay, so now we don't know what's what again. Well, that would be severely disappointing. Yeah, that would be severely disappointing.
Rest assured, Sniperwolf fans, there's still one person, rather one entity, still very much on the side of Sniperwolf, and that's YouTube. This is the update I want to give today. It wasn't so much just going over like where everything's at here.
Yeah, this is what I also wanted to talk about, actually.
It's YouTube's response to all this, because it is so big, and doxing is, you know, it's borderline criminal, of course. what would YouTube's response be? They have cracked down on that kind of activity very hard in the past. So, obviously, most people were expecting some kind of action to be taken. It's just wondering what. So far, they've only made like vague references to it or vaguely talked around it. There hasn't been any kind of statement from them about what they plan to do about this situation aside from
Most likely nothing.
a couple of tidbits that they've talked about that seem to indicate that they're not going to do anything.
Oh, he
but I
does
don't think
show it.
anything's
Good.
100% confirmed as like this is the path they're taking. But they have publicly
Yeah, and there's a very good reason, most likely, for that, which I'm gonna get into.
made this tweet in the midst of all this. Would it be too meta to do a reaction video to a reaction video? Which is such a lame fucking ChatGPT generated tweet. That is like the most how do you do fellow kids shit ever. And comes
No, this is the community notes, Jesus.
the worst possible time because Sniperwolf is a reactor to TikTok content and all that. So clearly this is very poorly timed unless of course this is their way of
Dude,
like,
this is such a stupid community note. This is the problem with community notes, by the way, if you're paying attention to Twitter. Community notes get just decided on which way the mass flows. Pretty much. Yeah. Especially if you're paying attention what's currently happening in the world. The community notes just get decided on that pretty much. For example, this community note. For additional context, it needs to be known that this tweet was written in the wake of the controversy. Yeah! Wait, why is this a community note? Why? Why is this even a community note? Like, what's the point of adding this? Like, this is pointless. People who know that this is happening know that this is in the wake of that. Is this tied to Sniperwolf? I don't even honestly think so. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but this is... The community notes are just out of hand sometimes.
trying to show support for Sniperwolf, which it very well could be. They have made a lot of tweets about her, all very positive. In fact, this whole situation between
True.
Jacksfilms and Sniperwolf really started catching fire when YouTube themselves made a tweet saying, "Where does Sniperwolf get her ideas?" And then they also made another one talking about how, like, Sniperwolf is our turbo super creator.
Yeah, right. We talked about this many times. And again, people don't understand this because these people, everyone who talks about this has no real knowledge of how businesses function, okay? This is not just a random tweet, okay? This is way bigger than people understand. Because the reality is, whoever is doing this YouTube tweeting shit is given a list. Two lists, actually. One is people they can never interact with, comment about, or even bring up, the black sheep. And then there's the good boy list. People they can promote. People that they can speak good of. People that, you know, are good for the brand. And that's Sniperwolf. Yeah, so this part is not fake. This part is not just random. YouTube, unironically, is, you know, putting a Sniperwolf in high regard. And by the way, from a business standpoint, I'm not gonna lie, I would do the exact same thing, unless she does shit like this. Hopefully she doesn't. But other than that, what is she doing? She's bringing in kids and women to the platform by reacting to things that kids and women want, and she's reacting to TikTok. She's perfect to get kids from TikTok to YouTube. If I had the choice to promote Sniperwolf or not, I would choose to promote her. Just from a pure business standpoint. I'm not gonna lie. It is what it is.
Of the year. Unbelievable. So just like these very, very positive, pumping their fist Sniperwolf fan tweets. This one, of course, got community noted. For additional context, it needs to be known that this tweet was written in the wake of a controversy regarding a reaction.
I wondered why is this additional context needed. It makes no sense why this additional context would be needed. It's only needed if you are implying that this tweet is somehow a shrouded support message to Sniperwolf saying we are behind you. Which is, I'm not gonna lie, very unhinged.
Action YouTuber Sniperwolf, who recently leaked the personal information of a fellow creator on the platform, Jacksfilms, and then it cites one of the...
Also, again, this is not... Dude, okay, so this is why YouTube is not taking any actions. Because we don't know if it's doxing. Okay? Sniperwolf is too stupid to come out and say, no, Jacksfilms had his home address placed as his work address, and thus it was publicly known information, and this is not doxing. Because, again, I will repeat once again, if you yourself have publicly, willingly, knowingly placed your private information online, you can't fucking get mad if someone brings it up or uses it. And Sniperwolf potentially did that. You see, the interesting part about this is the fact that Jacksfilms, he probably has been told that that this could be doxing. He probably, knows that all he needs to do to prove that this is doxing, say, hey, my private information was never online. I never give it up willingly. I have never willingly posted it. But that's not happening for some reason. For it to be doxing, that needs to happen, okay? Because that's because that does mean it is doxing. If his information publicly is not known anywhere, yeah, it's doxing. That's definitely. That is definitely doxing. But even in this situation, YouTube would not act. You know why? Because Jacksfilms needs to sue Sniperwolf and prove it's doxing. Because even if she got his information through illicit means, and yes, this is law, this is stupid, this is complicated in a lot of situations, even if Sniperwolf got his personal information, illegally, her going up to Jacksfilms' house, if she did not, again, like I said previously, state the address, the location, the everything, and say that this is Jacksfilms' house right there, she didn't dox him. Honestly, you know who may have actually doxed Jacksfilms? The guy on his stream who said, Jack, she's right in front of your house, that's your house, she's right there. Because he confirmed that this was not a random location, that this was just that. Because keep in mind, people would just... Dude, I can go outside, film a random house, and put the captions, Jacksfilms, I'm right outside of your house and I'm coming for you. And the internet would instantaneously be, oh my god, this person is at Jacksfilms' house. Well, that would not be even true. Still illegal, though. Don't do that. That is definitely illegal because that is 100% a threat. But in any case, and this is why YouTube's not doing this, because you need to understand, YouTube fully well understands if they do something to Sniperwolf because their reasoning is, well, this was doxing, then that's not the decision they can make. If they choose to make that decision that say, yes, this was 100% doxing, that is a legal liability. Because no one else, because it most likely still will need to be proven in court if Jacksfilms was doxed. So this is not happening. This is, YouTube probably is not gonna do it. Okay, there is a chance. There's a higher chance, honestly, that YouTube privately contacts Sniperwolf and then they work out some kind of small punishment so people get off her back. Because YouTube wants her. YouTube needs her. She gets kids from TikTok to come over to YouTube because she reacts to the TikToks. Again, business. This is how businesses work.
Many sources. I almost can't help but be impressed and appreciate how bold this tweet from YouTube is here, though. To just drop this shit would be too meta to react to a reaction video. Oh, like, they know this is going on. Like, they have loosely acknowledged the situation in a couple of tweets. Like, they
what
know
do you mean
this is
loosely?
because everyone on the internet knows that this is happening right now. This is the
True.
hottest shit there is. This shit is leaving the toilet bowl steaming. It's so hot. They can't be oblivious to it. But whatever ghoul is running this account must be really kept isolated in some kind of sensory deprivation tank, cut off from the rest of the world, and forced to just occasionally drop a bad tweet, because there is just some crazy
Oh,
disconnect
yeah.
here
That's
to think
true,
that
though.
this tweet was a good idea. Because I really don't believe that what they're trying to do with this is, slyly, hey, Sniperwolf's pretty fucking awesome, right? Like in the middle of this, I don't think they'd be that dumb. I don't think they'd be that stupid.
No, this obviously has nothing to do with
I
anything.
really think this is just like a poorly timed bad tweet from them. Of course, I have no evidence to corroborate that theory. It's just me here thumbing my ass, just speculating. It's at the end of the day, it's just a game theory. I just really don't believe that they would be so bold to just in the middle of this give like a big nod to Sniperwolf. The entire internet is waiting on bated breath to see.
By the way, Jacksfilms reacted to I mean, that tweet is as far-reaching at straws as it possibly can get.
See what they're going to do. Jacksfilms is calling for like demonetization or like even deplatforming because of the severity of the rule breaking.
Dude, if Jacksfilms doesn't call the police on her, because I just don't. The reality is Jacksfilms. By the way, I checked out Jacksfilms' channel. He has 5 mil subs. No doubtably got like 500k from this situation. That usually happens. But Jacksfilms is washed up. I looked at his channel. The guy has 5 million subs, and his average video is barely hitting 100k nowadays. Previously, he got 2 million views per video, and he has not. He's almost never exceeding the 300k mark on any of his videos in the past 2 years. The guy's washed up. Okay, it is what it is. So, he found the golden ore, by the way, called Sniperwolf content, because his videos there got 500k views. Very low effort, gets 500k views, makes a shit ton of money. Obviously, that's enticing. So, he's gonna go as far as he can with that. So, that's also a thing. But yeah, he's just gonna milk this situation as much as possible. Unless he calls the police on her because she threatened his life, I'm gonna say that Jacksfilms is doing this all in bad faith. By the way, because it is. If you're afraid for your life, just call the police. Not say YouTube demonetize her.
A lot of other people are rallying behind those things as well. The bare minimum people are looking to see is some kind of punishment issued to Sniperwolf here in order to, prove to the community that YouTube isn't playing favorites when it comes to their most extreme rules.
But YouTube
and I don't
is
think
playing
that's an unreasonable
Everyone
request.
knows
Just
that.
want to know, what are you going to do about it, YouTube? Because
Nothing.
this is a big deal, and this is something that other creators in the past have gotten big trouble for. So why would Sniper...
No, they have not. No, they have not. I have no idea what he's talking about, but again, YouTube is not gonna fuck around with these situations, okay? If it's blatantly certain that rules have been broken in such a way, they're gonna punish Sniperwolf, okay? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, but in this situation, again, it's not that easy. People just don't understand it's not that easy.
Wolf get a pass on that? And if she does, can you explain why? Right? Like, there'd have to be a reason for it. I think the obvious reason would be she brings in so much money to the platform, and YouTube loves her so much that they wouldn't ever take action against her even if she went on camera.
Oh my god, this argument, she makes so much money for the platform, is nothing. The money argument just doesn't work. It's peanuts. Sniperwolf brings in literal peanuts compared to the whole shabazzle, okay? This is not an argument. YouTube likes her because she's a really good image. Her audience is young kids and women. And she gets, she gets kids from TikTok to come over to YouTube because she does TikTok on YouTube. It's just good for business, okay? That's kind of it. It doesn't have to be that deep. YouTube can make, YouTube can boost the channels to Sniperwolf's popularity in a day. We have already seen this happen. YouTube claims it can happen. We all know that this is true. If you do not know, look up the YouTube van life story. Okay, it was a random. It was a random channel. Well, it wasn't purely random, but it was a channel that YouTube one day just decided to show to literal multiple millions of people to, and then it happened for multiple videos, multiple days. YouTube just decided, hey, this random person with absolutely no value, we're gonna make you big. And that's what YouTube did. Random videos with 0 views, with 0 anything, just get literal tens of millions impressions. YouTube can make a Sniperwolf at any time. The problem is finding someone who does the exact same thing as Sniperwolf. Any creator in YouTube can be replaced in an instant. That's kind of what I'm saying. But the creators that do these sort of things, maybe there's not a lot of them. You know, how many women are there that react in this way to TikToks and have a giant kid/women audience? Not that many.
Camera and slit the throat of 5 puppies, but just communicate what you're going to do here. Like, I don't think this is a situation that would take a super long time for them to decide what they're going to do. So I'm kind of under the assumption that they're not going to do anything about it.
True.
They might make another more direct acknowledgement of it, but they'll probably just be
a slap on the hand.
Wrist. But again,
yeah.
I'm just spitballing here based on YouTube's past, because there is favoritism on the platform, as there is on every other platform. YouTube's no exception there.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty clear that she's going to get some kind of special treatment when it comes to this rule breaking, which really sucks. And, like, the damage is very much done to Jacksfilms and his wife. As
what damage?
They don't really feel safe in their home anymore, which is totally understandable. She dumped a picture of their house for all of her 5 million followers to see. And on Instagram,
oh my god, I hate this bad faith argument. Okay? How many days has it been, and this is now, because remember, how many days has it been since Sniperwolf's aggressive fan base of 5 million followers have seen this? And how many attacks on Jacksfilms has there been? None! None! If this didn't happen, everyone would be making fun of Sniperwolf's fan base for being 10-year-old kids. But now suddenly this happens, and Sniperwolf's fan base is hardened, stone cold killers who just got released from prison, and they're itching for a way to get back in. Okay? Stop. There's not a single person watching Sniperwolf who is above 13 and doesn't have a limp. Okay? I
think the followers there are going to be a degree higher in terms of their support of Sniperwolf than, like, her YouTube audience. Like, I think those are going to be where the super fans are, and they probably fucking hate Jacksfilms, and now they have this. It makes sense why he'd feel unsafe.
Yeah, this is 14 hours old. I mean, we had this exact same take almost that Jacksfilms is in danger. What, 4 days ago? Her fans are literal 10-year-olds. What are they gonna do? Take mommy's credit card. Yes, mommy's, because daddy's a bum. Take mommy's credit card and fly over to wherever Jacksfilms is without knowing the address? Bro. Like, come on. Let's be real here.
I mean, it's a pretty evil thing to do.
The chances of this are equivalent of something bad just in general happening to Jacksfilms because of random coincidence.
And I wouldn't be surprised if she got even more diabolical with it and turned his house into, like, a Pokemon Go stop or something. Like, really just trying to put their location out there as best she could.
Okay, now he's... Dude, Moist Critical just actually gave out an idea to her fans that they actually can do. Jesus Christ, these videos discussing this situation are making it more bad for Jacksfilms than anything else.
And she did make another post that Jacksfilms also made a tweet about, where she was poking fun at this situation lightly, saying like, "We pulled up to
Obviously.
your house. What would you do?" Which is so unbelievably tone deaf that she.
How is it tone deaf? It's only tone deaf if you believe that women are equal to men and men are equal to women, which no one here believes. Stop lying. Okay? Stop.
Doesn't understand the severity of what she did. The whole situation is fucked. I just wanted to give a little update here because it's already been like 5 days. So that's where everything's at.
Oh, so it's been 5 days and nothing has happened. Yeah, well, shit. Any moment, those dangerous convicts, all that support Sniperwolf and have a fan club of hers, any moment they're gonna appear in Jacksfilms' house's vicinity, and then shit's gonna get real. Hey, a shitty situation, but it is what it is. Anyway, this was Quizzer Sensei. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.